Sego. Yoha Hadje Nyangats. Yoha Hadje is my name. It means along the path. Ladies and gentlemen, Chief Laforme, elders, Lieutenant Governor, welcome. On behalf of the Haudenosaunee of the Six Nations of the Grand River, I want to welcome you to the 7th Parliament of the World's Religions. I also want to welcome you to the land where many nations came together under the Dish with One Spoon Treaty. I also want to acknowledge the people from the many nations who now call Toronto their home. A special welcome to the Indigenous people from around the world and the religious leaders from around the world who have joined us here today. I want to let you know that you just experienced your first powwow. And it was a wonderful display with many champion dancers. And you're all welcome to come back to our communities in the summer for the Grand River Champion of Champions powwow. Many of those champions were dancing for you here tonight. I want to thank the Parliament's World of Religions for holding their event here and for having the forum for our traditional Indigenous knowledge keepers and our Indigenous traditions so that they can take their place alongside all world religions. Thank you. This is so important as it provides a venue for us to share our traditional spiritual knowledge that will provide inspiration and guidance for all of humanity as we continue to struggle with so many challenges in today's world. The organizers have arranged for a vast array of internationally renowned speakers on a variety of topics, which will prove to be so important to the theme of this event, which is the promise of inclusion, the power of love, pursuing global understanding, reconciliation, and change. And it is in the spirit of that theme that I want to acknowledge the residential school survivors, those that are no longer with us and those that are still here. For over 150 years, our young people were taken away from our communities. Their language was taken away, their culture was taken away, and they were put into residential schools, many of which were run by churches. And over the past few years, 3 commissioners traveled across the country to hear their stories of what happened to them when they were in there under the Truth and Reconciliation Commission. And I have to acknowledge those survivors for having the courage and the determination to tell their stories to those commissioners. It was very painful for them, and it was painful for us who are intergenerational survivors to hear what happened to them. But at the same time, it was part of their healing process. So as you listen and learn over the next few days, I am sure you will find that there are many similarities amongst the Indigenous people from around the world with respect to our culture, our history, and our spirituality. You may also discover similarities amongst the world's religions, because we all want the same thing for our people. We all want healthy and safe communities, and we all pray to the Creator for peace, love, and friendship. I know that many of you have already demonstrated an outreach to the Indigenous people. You have taken up the mantle of reconciliation and extended your hand in friendship, and have given us the opportunity to begin the process of providing an education and an awareness of our history, our culture, our spirituality, and our fierce pride as the first peoples of this land. I personally have spoken to many religious organizations, including the churches in Canada, the Lutherans, the Baptists, and the Ahmadiyya Muslim Jamaat of Canada. I have spoken to them 3 times, to 20,000 of them, and to all of them I say, Assalamu alaikum. The national president of the Ahmadiyya has also visited our community and has extended that outreach to all of their chapters to reach out to the first peoples of this land. I have been invited by others, and I will continue to share our message, because it is important that we educate and learn about each other's culture and about each other's religion. Because if we work together, we can work to eliminate the stereotypes that feed mistrust and suspicion, and we can move forward on the path of love and peace. So over the next 3 days, I ask you, listen to our speakers, who are all experts in their own right. Let's learn from each other. And let's follow the words of the Ahmadiyya Muslims, which is love for all and hatred for none. Let's all continue to pass that message on. And let's always remember those residential school survivors. And as Amos said, let's remember the veterans who have sacrificed so much for us so that we can enjoy the freedoms that we have. Nyawa, enjoy your day and enjoy your conference.